Jagacharya Sutra Sadasman Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananda Koti Osnamindi Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Vilas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai Sri Radha Krishna Gaur Bhatnath Sam Kund Radha Kundi Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Navadip Dham Ki Jai Ganga Mai Ki Jai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Navadip Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai. All glories to the Srimad. All glories to the Srimad. All glories to the Srimad. Thank you very much. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Idam Trute Guhyatamam Pravakshami Anasuyave Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Jajgatyam Mokshasi Asubha Idam Trute Guhyatamam Pravakshami Anasuyave Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Jajgatyam Mokshasi Asubha Idam Trute Guhyatamam Pravakshami Anasuyave Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Jajgatyam Mokshasi Subha. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. I will explain. So, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Bhagavan, this word I have explained many times. Bhagavan means the supreme authority. So far, authoritative power is concerned, that is analyzed by Srila Goswami. 100% power or 100% qualification is in Krishna. Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam. There is, this is called Sabhishesh, personal analysis. Not that even somebody is sometimes addressed as Bhagavan, that does not mean he is also equal to the Supreme Person. Just like sometimes Narada Muni is also addressed as Bhagavan. Lord Shiva is also addressed as Bhagavan. Not only Vishnu Tattva, but also others. Sometimes they are addressed as Bhagavan. But in order to particularly point out Krishna, it has been said in the Srimad Bhagavatam, and Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna, actually Bhagavan is Krishna, because he has got 100% qualities of Bhagavan. That is analyzed in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He is 100% Bhagavan. Others, they are also Bhagavan, Vishnu Tattva. Narayan is also Bhagavan. But Srila Goswami has analyzed is 94%, not 100%. Or, in other words, you can take it that Saraisanja Purna, that is Krishna. And there are also Saraisanja, but it is not displayed. Not that, it's like Lord Ramchandra. Lord Ramchandra, Madhyadapu, he also Bhagavan. Ramadi Mutti Sukalani Amina Tishtham. Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is existing as the Supreme Person, along with Rama, Nrsimha, Varaha, many thousands of avatars. They are also Krishna. Kesavadhita Rama Sarira Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Kesavadhita Meena Sarira Jaya Jagadisha Hare. So, Kesava, Krishna, he is existing with all the incarnation. Not that he is existing as Krishna. So, when we speak of Krishna, we take it that all his expansion and incarnation. Therefore, it is said, Ramadi Murtishu Kala. They are Kala. Kala means partial expansion, not full expansion. Full expansion means full. So they are also Bhagavan. But Krishnastu Bhagavan Sam means Bhagavata. The authority of Bhagavan is fully expressed in Krishna, not in others. Therefore, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, after making the list of different incarnations, it is summarized that Edeja Amsakala Punsha Krishnastu Bhagavan. All these incarnations mentioned, Ramadi Utti Kalani Aminitistam, they are partial expansion and expansion of the expansion or expansion of his power, Saptavishavata. Just Lord Buddha, he is Saptavishavata. Many Saptavishavata. So in this way, Krishna is always existing along with his expansion and incarnation. But the real, original personality of Godhead is Krishna. Krishnastu Bhagavan. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is being spoken by Krishna, but enough to distinguish it. Vyasdev is writing Sri Bhagavan. He does not say Sri Krishna was. Just to make it distinguish the Krishnastu Bhagavan. So, we are placed to receive knowledge from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is our mission, Krishna consciousness. So here is knowledge given by Krishna. Idam tu te guhyatamam purvakshami anasuya. Now I am giving you this knowledge, very confident knowledge. Guhyatamam. Guhya means confidence. And Guhyatara, more condition. Comparative, superlative. Positive, comparative and superlative. Guhya is positive. Guhyatara is comparative. Guhyatama. So, these Brahma Gyan is Guhya, is very confidential. Because if you achieve Brahma Jnana, immediately you become the most important person within this material world. Brahma Bhuta, Brahma. And Brahma Bhuta means above Brahma, Brahma. So that is Guyam. Guyam means confidence. To become Brahma Bhuta, Brahma Jnani, that is Guyam. And Brahmeti Paramatmeti. When you understand Paramatma, Ishara Sarvabhutanam Viddesha Vinatistati. Paramatma means Atma and Paramatma. There are two different souls. One is Paramatma means he is present everywhere. That is Paramatma. The Mayavadi say there is no difference between Atma and Paramatma. But that is not the fact. Atma means present within this body. I am Atma, you are Atma. Dehi nasmin tatha dehi. Asmin dehi, in this body, I am Atma, you are Atma. But I am not Paramatma. Paramatma is different. Paramatma is Krishna, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, situated in everyone's heart. That is Guyatara. First of all, to understand Brahma Jnana or self-realization, that is very confidential. That is not ordinary knowledge. It is above ordinary knowledge. Therefore it is a Guyam. Guyam means very confidential. Nobody understands. Even Atma Tattva. Atma Tattva. Sutabhyani Rajendra Ninam Shakti Shavasata. Apasyatam Atma Tattvam. Griheshu Grihomedina. Griheshu Grihomedina. Those who are living within the family life, they cannot understand what is Atma Tattva. Apasyatam. Apasyatam. Ninam Shanti Sahasra. Sukadeva Goswami is advising to Parikshit Maharaj that there are many things, they are busy, just like ordinary man, worldly man. He purchases huge volumes of newspaper and he is interested. But he is not interested to understand Bhagavad Gita where Atma Tattvam is described. They are not interested. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami said to Parikshit Maharaj, Sutabhyani, subject matter for hearing. Ninam Shanti Sahasra. For ordinary man, there are thousands and thousands of news. You can see so many magazines, technical, musical, and cinema, and ordinary news, and so many editions of every newspaper in every city. So this is a fact. Sutabhyani Charajendra Ninam Shanti Sahasra. Sahasra means thousands and thousands and thousands. Why they are busy with so many newspapers and why they are not interested in hearing Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam? Because apasyatam atma tattvam, they do not know that the real purpose of life is to understand atma tattva. Apasyatam. Why you have forget? Griheshu Grihomedina. They have made a vow that to maintain the family and to have some enjoyment from family life. Family life means society, friendship and love. That Vidyapati song, what is that? Can you remember? Tatala saikate bari bindu sama sutamita ramani samaj. Sutamita ramani samaj. The exact English equivalent is society, friendship and love. Everyone is busy. Society, family, friends, country, nation, community, in this way, Sutamita Ramani Samaj. What is the composition? Children, Sutta, Mita means friends, and Ramani is some woman. If they are beautiful woman, that is also very nice. So they are busy. They are busy. The other day we have been guest in Hyderabad. He is very busy with the Sutamita Ramani. Everyone is busy with Sutamita Ramani. So, somebody can say, unless there is happiness, why people should be interested? But there is happiness, certainly. So that happiness is compared by Vidyapati, the great Vaishnava poet. It is just like Tatala saikate bari bindu sama. Just like desert. You have seen desert. Desert means it requires huge quantities of water. Nowadays, practically, in every country, especially in India, every land is just like desert for want of water. So, you see in Vrindavan, so much land lying vacant, no agriculture. Why? There is want of water. There is no sufficient supply of water. So in this way, if there is scarcity of water, then gradually these places will be converted into desert. So, the desert word is used because it requires huge quantity of water. Similarly, we are in this material world. We are trying to be happy in the society, friendship and love. Sutamita Ramani Samaj. But the happiness we are getting, that is compared with a drop of water in the desert. In the vast desert, Arabian desert, you say that we want water and somebody brings a drop of water and take it. It will be very insignificant, there is no meaning. Similarly, our heart is desiring real pleasure, transcendental bliss. So if we are put into this desert, Sutamita Ramani Samaj, what is the benefit? This song is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam that apasyatam. They do not know what is the aim of life. They are satisfied with this drop of water in the desert. It will never mitigate. Desert is very vast tract of land, dry. And if somebody says, all right, take one drop of water, then what is the meaning? It has no meaning. Similarly, we are spirit souls. We are hankering after Krishna. That is our inner desire. And what happiness we shall get with this society, friendship or love, this is not possible. That is not possible. There is some happiness, temporary happiness, very small quantity, so-called happiness. It will never satisfy. Actually, we are trying to get, because we are eternal, we are trying to get eternal happiness. That is Krishna is speaking here. Jnanam teham savijnanam pravakshami anasuya vedi. Anasuya vedi, asua means envious. Envious. Everyone is envious of Krishna. That is demand. Just like Kamsa. In this tract of land, Mathura, there was Kamsa. He was so envious that he ordered to his servant that as soon as Krishna is born, please bring the child, I will kill him. This is Asura. So at the present moment, practically the whole world, they want to be godless. The scientists and everyone is trying to prove that there is no God, there is no Krishna. This is all sentiment, especially the communist country. So if you become demo, communist, or in favor of that, then you are also infected with asura, envious of Krishna. Then you cannot understand. Krishna is very strict, but the devotees are very lenient. Krishna doesn't want to speak with demons. But the devotees are so kind, they go to the demons and pray, kindly hear about us. This is therefore, a devotee is more merciful than Krishna. Krishna doesn't speak to the demon unless you are one is bhakta. It's like Bhagavad Gita spoken to Arjuna. Bhaktosi, sakhachi. Krishna never speaks. Krishna is very strict. But the devotee, Krishna said, Jayamam paramam vayam mad bhakteshu vidhasi. About Bhagavad Gita, he says, one who speaks this confidence and knowledge amongst the bhaktas, he recommends the bhaktas. But the devotees, they are so merciful, they go to the abhakta, transgressing the order of Krishna, because they are so merciful. All right, Krishna has rejected that, let me try. This is the position of our bhakta. They are not only unenvious to God, but they are also unenvious. Therefore their name is Karuniko. Karuniko, most merciful. They describe what is that? Titiksam, Karuniko, Suridar Sarvabhutana. Devotees are always tortured by the demons. They are prepared to torture even Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they are devotees also. So they tolerate all these tortures. Therefore, the devotees are described as Titiksama. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also teaches, Tinarupi Sunichino, Tarorupi Sahisno. A devotee should learn this sloka of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that he should be tolerant more than the trees. Karma. They take the risk of preaching amongst the demons, non-devotees, because they are karunic, very merciful, more merciful than Krishna. More merciful than Krishna. Krishna says, don't speak this Bhagavad Gita to the non-devotees, because non-devotees will not accept. Krishna says, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam, he will accept, unless he is devotee. The Mayavadi, Kurmi, Jnani, Yogi, they cannot accept. They are envious. I am Krishna, I am God. Why shall I surrender to Krishna? Why shall I accept Krishna as God? This is the position of the Bhukti Mukti Siddhika. Therefore you will find so many yogis, they can play jugglery, magic, but they are not devotees. They will not surrender to Krishna. This is there. So such person cannot understand Krishna. They cannot understand the science of Krishna. They cannot understand. Because Krishna does not disclose himself to the non-devotees. So by their own attempt, however big yogi or jnani or kurmi he may be, he cannot understand Krishna. Krishna discloses, reveals himself to the Anasuya, one who is not envious, and that is devotee. Anasuya means devotee, who does not, who is not envious of Krishna. Others are envious. Kurmi, jnani, yogi. The kurmis will say that you work hard and get the result and enjoy. Why you are going to the temple to pray? This is the philosophy of the communists. Why should you go to the church? Why should you go to the temple? Forget all these things. Work hard, earn money and enjoy life. But that is demonic. Because there is envy against God. They are demons. So the science of God or science of Krishna, Krishna Tattva, is never disclosed or revealed among the non-devotees demons. It can be revealed, it can be understood by a person like Arjuna. Therefore it is said, Anasuyavi Jnanamati Hang Pravakshami. Anasuyavi. This very word, we should never be envious to Krishna and his devotee. If you think that I will begin, I am envious to the devotees, but I am not envious to Krishna. No, Krishna does not accept that kind of devotee. You, first of all, you should be non-envious to the devotee. Mad bhakta puja bhadika. If you are envious to my devotee, and if you become a devotee, that is not. That is stated that one who is directly devotee of Krishna is not devotee. One who is devotee through his devotee, he is devotee. This philosophy should learn. You cannot say, why shall I go through Guru or through Vaishnava to Krishna? I can go directly, I am so qualified. No, you are not qualified. If you jump over like that, that is not. That is in Bengal it is says, Bhona dinge ghas khao. There is grass before the horse. If you think that I shall jump over the horse and eat the grass, that is not possible. So, one should be devotee, first of all. Tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva vigacche. We must approach a bona fide guru in order to understand the science of Krishna. Avigacche, this I have explained several times. So, anasuya. If you want to learn Krishna, then you should be very much humble and submissive to Krishna and his devotee. Anasuya. Jnanam vijnanasam. Jnanam, this knowledge, most confidential knowledge, it is not sentiment. Vijnanasam. It is science. Just like in scientific knowledge, you must know theoretically and practically. Not only that, you simply know that so much oxygen, so much hydrogen produces water by mixing. That is theoretical. You have to make water by mixing these two chemicals. That is practical. So in the BSc examination, they take examination, test, theoretical and practical. So, theoretical is, Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. But when you really surrender, there is practical science. That is practical. If you decide to surrender, that is called saranagati, then you have to learn the science, how to become surrender. That is Vigyan. Gyan means theoretical knowledge and Vigyan means practical. So you have to do it practical. Not that I have read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavat, so I have become. No. You should practically demonstrate in your life that you are actually good. That is called Vijnana Sahitam. Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam. And Jajgatya, if you learn this science, Jajgatya, mokshasi asubha, the result is you become liberated from this asubha, inauspicious condition of life. Asubha. What is that? Inauspicious condition of life, this materialistic life. If you want to get out of this materialistic way, this is asubha. There is no subha. People are thinking we shall make it subha. Subha means auspicious and material adjustment. By having nice car, nice road, skyscraper building, and so many machine and bodily comfort, which is known as material advancement. But the Shastra says it is all inauspicious. All inauspicious. If you want to become free from this inauspicious kind of life, then you should learn this science which Krishna is teaching, Jnanam Vijnana, not this Vijnana, the so-called materialistic science. You should learn the real science, Savijnana, that is, how to surrender to Krishna, how to become not envious to Krishna. This is a great science you have to learn. That is spoken in this chapter, 9th chapter. The science of Krishna consciousness. If you become expert in this science, then you become free from this inauspicious science, this material science. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. What all Prabhupada said in elaboration of the word Bhagavan. Yes, Pranjatan.
Hare Krishna. Sometimes great personalities like Narada Muni or Lord Shiva are also referred to as Bhagavan, but Krishna is 100% Bhagavan because he is the only one who possesses 100% qualities as Bhagavan, not even Lord Narayan who possesses 94% as mentioned by Rupa Goswami.
Bhagavan means the supreme authority.
Supreme.
So as far as authority power is concerned, Rupa Goswami has analyzed 100% lies with Krishna only. Hari Bol. Then what all differences he gave between these Bhagavans? Some other Bhagavans also he described, and he compared them with Krishna. So some points of comparison, some 2-3 points. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhupada gave an example of Buddha, like he is Chaktavesh avatar of Bhagwan Sri Krishna.
That is one point. Some other?
Yes. Another, sorry Prabhuji.
He also spoke about Lord Ramchandra. He is called as Maryada Purushottam. But then also, Shadaishwarya Purna is Krishna only. As he said one point already, Narayan has 94%. not 100%. That is only with Krishna. Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan. These are kalas or amshas. So kala means partial expansion, not full expansion. Full expansion means purna. So Krishna is Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. The authority of Bhagavan is fully expressed in Krishna, not in others. Hari Bol. That question is already answered. Shaktavesh avatar is Buddha. One more point Prabhupada said in relation with Krishna, in relationship to Bhagavad Gita, if you remember something. Yes, Trivangopal bro.
Prabhupada said that Vyasdev mentioned Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, not Krishna Uvacha, just to say emphasize the point that Krishna is to Bhagavan Swayam.
He is the real original personality of Godhead is Krishna. Krishna is to Bhagavan Swayam. Hari Bo. Now, why did he use the three English words positive, comparative, and superlative? In which regard, and how did he elaborate? Yes, Prabhu. Arjuneshwar.
So Srila Prabhupada says that Guhya means Brahman knowledge about Brahman, and Guhyatara means knowledge about Paramatma, and Guhyatamam means knowledge about the Bhagavan. So in that context he said,
Idam tute Guhyatamam. So here Guhyatamam knowledge is being described. So Prabhupada was telling all three. Hari Bol. Then he elaborated also Guhya. What all he said about Guhya? Confidential knowledge. No one. Trivangopal bro.
Brahma Gyan, and he said that one who knows this Brahma Gyan, he becomes the most important person in the world. So,
Hari Bol. So one who knows this Brahma Gyan, he becomes the most important person within this material world. Brahma Bhuta, he becomes Brahma Bhuta. Brahma Gyan means I am not this body, I am spirit soul, and also even to some extent the understanding of impersonal feature of the Lord. That's how. So Prabhupada said a Brahman basically has impersonal conception of the Supreme. He understands the impersonal light, Brahma Jyoti coming from the Supreme Lord's body. That is the Supreme. That is maximum understanding of a Brahman generally. There could be devotee Brahmins. So that is Brahman. But this Brahma Bhuta, one who has realized I am not body, I am spirit soul, and the impersonal feature of the Supreme Lord, he is Brahma Bhuta and he is equal to Brahman, but then also above Brahman. He is even superior to Brahman. Brahma Bhuta means above Brahman or Brahman. So that is Guhya. Guhya means confidential. To become Brahma Bhuta, Brahma Jnani, that is Guhya. And what is Guhyatar? Already answered, but let us see whether. Yes. Okay, Sarvalakshan Prabhu.
So Guhyatara is Paramatma knowledge. Like Lord is there in Paramatma as everyone's heart. So that Paramatma Gyan is Guhyatara.
Atma means the soul, and soul is present in the body, but then super soul is present in every body. Is a feature of the Lord. Hari Bol. And then Guhyatam, he did not say. What is Guhyatam?
Knowledge of Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead, and pure devotional service.
Hari Bol. So first of all, Prabhupada said to understand Brahma Gyan or self-realization, that is very confidential. More confidential is knowledge about Paramatma, and most confidential is knowledge about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. He quoted one verse in the relationship with Atma Tattva. Atma Tattva, this Brahma Gyan, that means self-realization, knowledge of oneself, not being the body. So then Atma Tattva word Prabhupada used, and then he quoted one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, which was the verse And what example, with what example he explained a particular term of that particular verse? Little difficult. Arjuneshwar.
श्रोतव्यादिनि राजेन्द्र निर्णाम संति सहस्रसा अपश्यताम आत्मतत्वम गृहेषु गृहमेदिनाम. So he was saying that there are sahasra things for hearing.
So 1 minute before you explain.
Rajendra.
Okay, ठीक.
Nirnam Sant. So he says that there are so many magazines, so many cinemas, musical things,
Knowledge,
technical. So these things, people, they don't have time to hear about Bhagavad Gita or spiritual knowledge. So they are spending their time in these things. So how they can know about the Atma Tattva? So he was saying about that.
So the fellow has a lot of newspapers at home and he'll keep reading, but he doesn't have time to read Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is talking about Atma Tattva in relationship to this. Hari Bol. So Atma Tattva, and also he related it with the Gruheshu Grahamedinam. So the Grahamedinam, that means those who are living within family life. This is referring to materialistic people for whom material life is end all and be all. So they cannot understand what is Atma Tattva. Those who are in family life, and family life means all these things, whatever, cinema, ordinary news, technical, all this stuff, Shrotavyadini Rajendra, hundreds of other subject matters. So they have made it a vow that to maintain the family and to have some enjoyment from family life. Kutumba Bharanena va. Apashyatam Nrunam Santi Sahastasya Apashyatam Atmatatam Graheshu Grahamedin. That is next sloka. Which says Anidrya Rihate Naktam Vivayena Chavavayah Divacharte Haya Rajan Kutumba Bharanena va. That Prabhupada did not quote, but he explained there. Divacharte Haya Rajan. The whole day goes in earning money and night time either in sleeping or sex life. So those who are engaged in family life like this, they are most condemned and they cannot understand Atma Tattva, that they are not this body, they are spirit soul. They cannot understand. So that is Guhya Gyan. Then in relationship with family life only, he quoted one devotee author's name. What is the name of that devotee? What is the quote and what is the explanation? You want to? Okay, Pranjatan Prabhu. He's famous. Prabhupada quotes him quite often.
Vidyapati, and the verse I don't recollect the Sanskrit, but
okay, that is also important. Okay, ठीक है, चलो, you explain the meaning.
The meaning was the trying to be happy in this material world is just like having a drop of water in the desert. So desert needs huge quantity of water, but if somebody gives us one drop, then it is of no use. Similarly, in this material world, those who are trying to be happy through family life, they are also wanting that one drop which won't satisfy them anyway.
Rivo. So who will quote that term? Just 2 lines only. Yes, Arjuneshwar Prabhu. Prabhupada quotes several times in his books.
Tathale sekate vari bindusam Sutamita Ramani Samaje.
Meaning?
So he says that meaning means Suta means children, Ramani means woman.
Beautiful women.
Beautiful woman. Sutamita means friends. Mit means friend. So he was saying that in desert, even if you put lot of water also, it remain desert only. So in this Sutamita Ramani, whatever material happiness you want to find, there will be no happiness. It's a drop of happiness only, like a desert.
So family life means society, friendship, and love. So that is what is family life for people, and they get stuck in this only. Everybody is busy. Society, family, friends, country, nation, community. Sutamita Ramani Samaje. So children means Suta, Mita means friends, Ramani means beautiful women. So they are busy, the whole life goes in this only. So they are also condemned. Hari Bol. So Prabhupada said Sutamita Ramani Samaje, so they are getting some happiness is there, but that happiness is compared to a drop of water in a desert. In the Arabian desert, if you throw one drop of water, it's not satisfying to the person in that. He wants more water. So the Jiva's requirement is of eternal happiness. So that cannot be obtained through this Sutamita Ramani Samaje. Where is the benefit? Our heart is desiring real pleasure, transcendental bliss. So in this desert of Sutamita Ramani Samaj, we will not be happy. So temporary happiness and eternal happiness, Prabhupada explained. So then idam tute guhyatamam avakshami, which is the next word, and how did Prabhupada explain it? Yes, bro.
Anasuyave means who is not envious. One who is not envious of Krishna. So devotees are not envious of Krishna. So Krishna reveals the most confidential knowledge to them.
Haribol. So far, envious, Asuya, he gave some 3-4 example, quoted some personalities. Yes, Trivangopal bro.
Quoted Kamsa, how Kamsa wanted to kill Krishna when he is born, immediately when he is born. And then he connects it to communists. Communists, they want to kill Krishna by telling there is no God. And he tells about scientists also. They want to kill Krishna by denying the existence of God. It is.
Haribo. So this Asuya, they cannot understand the Lord. So what is the nature of the Lord? And in contrast, what is the nature of his devotees? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Bhari,
Hare Krishna.
So, Prabhupada mentions that Lord Krishna is very strict. He will not tell this confidential knowledge to demons or demonic like people, especially non-devotees and atheists. But devotees are karunamay, they are very much merciful. So they will transgress the order of Krishna, not to tell these instructions to non-devotees, but they are very merciful. So they will go on and plead the non-devotees to hear about Krishna.
Haribo. So Krishna is very strict, but the devotees are very lenient. Krishna doesn't want to speak even with the demons, but the devotees are so kind. They go to the demons and pray, kindly hear about Krishna. So devotee is more merciful than Krishna. So what is the position of a bhakta? In 2 lines. Okay. Solution, bro.
Titikshava Karunika.
Before that.
So,
that will come little later. This is just before one line.
Devotees are actually Lord says that he does not want to speak to the demons, but devotees are very merciful.
This is all explained. Then he kind of summarized this theme before starting Titikshava Karunika. Pranjal.
Siddhi, Bhukti, Mukti, that all these personality like karmis, the speculators, gyanis, they are always disturbed, but it is devotee only who is always peaceful.
No, see, I'll just say it is difficult because I am having the notes in front, so it is easy. So devotees are not only not envious of Krishna, but they are also not envious of those who are envious of Krishna. They are not only unenvious to God, but they are also unenvious. Prabhupada did not complete the statement, but they are unenvious to those who are envious of Krishna. And then he said, in relation to that only, the qualities of devotees. And then he quoted that Bhagavatam was. So what is the line he quoted and how did he explain? You already were starting that answer.
Titikshava Karunika Surada Sarvadinam. So devotees are always tolerant and they are merciful and they are beneficial to all the living entities.
Ativo. So in regard to this only, who is the one whom Prabhupada quoted and what line that he says that also Prabhupada quoted? How did he explain? Divangopal bro.
Prabhupada quoted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chunadapi Suni Chena Tarorap Sahisnana. So he said that one is tolerant to the atrocities of demons or torture of the demons, then only one can preach and be merciful to others.
So the devotees are more tolerant than the trees, Karunikaha. They take the risk of preaching amongst the demons, non-devotees, because they are Karunika, very merciful, more merciful than even Krishna. Hari Bol. So then that point was covered as such. More merciful than Krishna means, Krishna said, don't speak this Bhagavad Gita to the non-devotees, but the devotees even go and speak to them. To Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi, Kami and all that. They are unfit to understand. They will never surrender to Krishna, but then devotees approach them and give them this knowledge. So who all cannot understand Krishna? In one sense, in this relation only. In elaboration of this verse only. Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi, Kami. Yes. Etc. includes everyone. You want to say?
Karmis, Gyanis, Siddhi, Bhukti, Mukti, Kami.
Yogis, big yogis. They cannot understand Krishna. Krishna discloses himself. Krishna doesn't reveal to these people because these are envious of Krishna. They are after powers of Krishna and exhibiting them and using Krishna for their own purposes. Hari Bol. Krishna reveals himself only to Anasuyave. Anasuyave means devotees, who is not envious of Krishna. Others, karmis, jnanis, yogis, they are all envious of Krishna. So Prabhupada then elaborated. Karmis, what did he say about karmis? Who are those karmis and what is their philosophy? Yes, Tribhangopal.
He quoted like communists, they also say work hard and get money and enjoy life. So
why should you go to the
temple or
church?
church?
Why should you go to the temple? Forget all these things. Work hard, earn money and enjoy life. Prabhupada says that is demoniac because there is envy against God. They are demons. Hari Bol. So these karmis are unfit, jnanis, yogis. So who can understand? And he gave one example also. Here only, in Bhagavad Gita only that person is present. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So Prabhupada told that one who is non-envious and submissive to Krishna and his devotees, only
one who is non-envious?
Non-envious and also submissive to his...
So whose example did he give? I already answered. Arjun.
Oh,
okay. Krishna is referring to Arjun only. Hari Bol. So now if somebody says, I am not envious of Krishna, but I don't like devotees. So is that okay? Yes.
Prabhupada that mentioned that this kind of business will not work. So actually,
this kind of?
Business will not work. Actually, one cannot directly approach Lord also. So that point is very important. Prabhupada also gave example of one boar. Like if one, I think I am not remembering exactly, but if some horse is there, he cannot jump over the horse to get the grass. So similarly, one person who is saying that he is not envious of Lord, but he is envious of devotee, so he cannot be able to understand Lord.
Madbhakta puja bhidikaha. More important. If you are envious to my devotees and if you become devotee, that is not acceptable. That is stated that one who is directly devotee of Krishna, he is not devotee. One who is devotee through his devotee is devotee. Krishna says that in Adi Puran. Prabhupada quotes several places in his book that Krishna says to Arjun in Adi Puran that one who says that he is my devotee, he is not my devotee. But one who is a devotee of my devotee, he is only my devotee. Hari Bol. Then he quoted Abhigachet. If you have to understand this, then learn Krishna, then you should be very much humble and submissive to Krishna and his devotees. Anasuyave. Prabhupada said Gyan is this Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam, this knowledge is most confidential knowledge. It is not sentiment. It is Vijnana Sahitam. So for Vijnana Sahitam, what did he say? He quoted from practical life.
That there are that BAC he said.
BSc it seems. Prabhupada wanted to
BSc,
refer. They wrote BSc it seems.
BAC. So
In
water,
BSc,
water. If
Bachelor of Science.
yeah, like water. If we know how much oxygen and hydrogen to mix, we know that then we can create water. That is theory, but actually doing it in the lab is practical. And similarly, Prabhupada also says through Bhagavad Gita, that if you surrender, knowing that Sarvadharman Parityajya is theory, but actually surrendering is Vijnana. So he told some lingo also. He told some word also, Ashrita, something like that. One theory. I forgot.
Okay, take it. This answer is answered is over. Hari Bol. Just knowing that Sarvadharman Parityajya, this we all know. But having that Sharanagati to the Lord, that is also important. That is Vigyan. Gyan means theoretical knowledge. Vigyan means practical knowledge. So we have to do Sharanagati, surrender practically. So what is impractical then? In a sense, the one who is not following this practical, he said something in relationship with the books of Prabhupada. Yes.
One cannot say that I read the Bhagavad Gita, so I became a devotee. No, you have to actually become a devotee. By surrendering.
Harivo. And if you become devotee, then yadgyatva mokshase ashubhat. So how did he explain this? What is ashubh and what is shubh? Yeah, seeing the notes, but anyway. Okay, closed.
No, I just referring to notes.
Okay, no problem. Either you have to see the notes here or notes there, but best is notes here.
Okay. So Prabhupada mentioned that actually if we apply this, we will be free of our asuric condition of life.
Could you speak loudly or take it?
Okay, yes, Fuji. So
Can't hear
Prabhupada
properly.
mentioned that actually if we apply the practical knowledge which is written in Shastra, so that we'll be able to be free from the asuric condition of our life. And basically people modern times they're trying to do material advancement, but all the material advancement is actually inauspiciousness because it is making us come far away from Krishna, not closer to Krishna.
It is making us
Come far away from Krishna, not come closer.
So people are thinking we shall make it Shubha. Shubha means auspicious by material adjustment, by having nice car, nice road, skyscraper building, and so many machines and bodily comforts, which is known as material advancement. But the Shastra says it is all inauspicious. All inauspicious. If you want to become free from this inauspicious kind of life, then you should learn the science which Krishna is teaching, Jnana Vijnana. That not this Vigyan, the so-called materialistic science. In the outside world, the Vigyan means that all what they teach in the college. So that is not the so-called materialistic science. You should learn the real science, Savigyanam. That is how to surrender to Krishna, how to become not envious of Krishna. Harivo. So this is great science and we have to learn it. So what was the conclusion of the class? Yes.
How to this chapter 9 chapter says that how to surrender to Krishna and make our life auspicious. And also how to not be envious of Krishna, how to surrender to Krishna and how to not be envious of Krishna. And he says that by becoming perfect in doing this auspicious activity, you can go above this inauspicious activity of material technology, etc. So then,
if you become expert in that science, then you become free from this inauspicious science, this material science. Harivol. Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।